Hey guys, Tyler here with you with some Sky Factory 2. Welcome to episode 1. Let's get stuff set up here. So, okay guys, this is actually a Sky Factory island that while my internet was down, I was deciding to work on. So since I couldn't stream, couldn't record anything, I decided to work on this a little bit. So we're going to start off here in episode 1 with just a world tour. So here's kind of where we started at. Here's your start block right there. And made my little tree farm, got things going. And my mob farm over here, I started with the kind of standard side-to-side mob farm, but I wasn't getting ender pearls, which I wanted to make elevators. So I ended up building kind of a Ring of Death for the mob farm. Then later on I expanded it up to the second level. I'll show you how that works. You can't tell I kind of built this on the fly. Like there was a pathway leading here and I just cut through the pathway to make more. But it's a really simple design, not like crazy. Yep. So it just uses these little trapdoors, and they spawn right there. Then since it's a trapdoor, they just walk right off the side and down to the lower level. So not super efficient, but it just gives pretty much twice the amount of room for the mobs to spawn. It gets me the stuff. Though I don't need ender pearls anymore, so I'm not gonna shut it down just because I do need some stuff from it, but eventually one of these days we will make an automatic one, but that's still a long ways off. So I'm just gonna clear this out real quick and then we'll finish the world tour. I got my Tinker Constructs Malak here. In fact, it looks like I just leveled it up. These Tinker Construct tools are really cool, you guys. Never use them. Our chest is actually getting pretty full here, so at some point we'll have to go clean all this out. And I'm keeping the little loot bags up here. Haven't gone through this yet though. So right up there, that's our kind of temporary workshop. All we have right now is a pulverizer. We're going to be working on some more stuff today. Like, I'm trying to think, what do we... I think an alloy smelter is probably what we need most right now. But first I got to build some more solar panels. So that's really the only machine on my island I have right now. And here's our little Tinker Construct stuff. Haven't used it in a while because this thing, when I first leveled it up, got auto repair, which is awesome. So I haven't really had to use much of anything. But since we were talking about a pulverizer, we're going to go up there and swap things around on it. I literally have just had this guy making sand, dust, and gravel for me. So I think that's actually the first thing we're going to do today. We're going to finish up Tinker's Constructs. Because can't ever really finish Tinker's Constructs, but we are going to make a smeltery because I really need more resources. And a smeltery is great because it gives you twice the metal when you smelt ore, which is pretty nice. Check something real quick on the stream. Nice. Okay, now I'll show you guys what I was doing when my internet was down. All this. So I didn't want to actually build up the island much at all, so I sat here with a watering can. I started right there with one Minikio, and I watered it until I had enough for a second seed, and so on and so on, until I have this mess of a Minikio farm. Over here are the other random seeds I've made. And up here, this is probably the most important thing. This is my first time playing Sky Factory 2. So I needed to understand, like, the whole lily pads people were talking about, because there was a lot of bad information out there about lily pads. I heard, first thing I heard was lily pads, and we'll just go through and debunk all the things I heard that were false. So I used this as a test stand to test the effects, the area effects, and the vertical effects of lily pads. First thing I heard is the lily pad covers 7 squares. That's false. It does not. What it does do is cover 4 squares horizontally from where you place it. So in a theoretical farm, if I had the lily pad right here, and I didn't have dirt there or there, but I had the lily pad right here, it would cover all the way to here and all the way to here, because this is 4 diagonal blocks from where the lily pad is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and lily pad. So it'll cover 4 blocks away from it in any given direction. Which I guess, and there's no way you get 7 blocks out of that. Goes 9, yeah, it'll do 9 side to side. So that means if you put a lily pad in the center of a regular 9x9 farm, it would actually boost the entire farm on the growth rate. Something else I heard that I debunked with my test stand here. Lily pads underneath only affect the block above them. That's also false. What they do, the area effect of the lily pad underneath your farm is exactly the same. If it's within range, which I think is 4, I haven't tested it yet, it'll still do 4 blocks. So if you had a lily pad right in the center, just like I said earlier, it would actually boost this entire farm. Or if you had it over here on the side, it would boost this entire half of the farm. So the area effect does not change at all depending on the height of the lily pad. And another one I debunked, that you can place a lily pad directly under your farm. And what I mean by that is not have an air block. That is false. In fact, you can't even place a lily pad under a half block like this. You need a full air block above your lily pad in order to place a lily pad. So there was a lot of good things I got out of this test stand, standing here for hours. I was also seeing how you can see the signs. I was measuring the height I was building at. I was trying to see the minimum number of squares that I could fit a farm in. And it looks like 7 is the minimum number. Because you need that air block above the lily pad. So you need at least a level of water, air, dirt, blah blah blah. And also having the air above the lily crop allows you to get in here and like do work on the farm. The bad news is having it this way, I can't string wires underneath. But I think I found a way around that. Because I have the level built in. So floor 7 here. Because I want to stack my farms vertically instead of just having the massive areas out. So I was seeing how I could stack them vertically. And that's the floor of the next floor, and above that will be water. But this floor right here with the lights is where I'm going to string my wires. Other thing we're going to get to soon, probably not today, we'll be testing the farming station. You can see I have these little spots here. That's how I was testing like area effect stuff. But those will also allow me with a crafting or farming station in the middle to test the range that the crafting station or farming station affects, because I've never used one of those either. But we're a long way from getting one of those. We don't have the resources to do that. So what we need to actually do is a smeltery. It's going to be the first thing we do. And the smeltery, actually I'll finish the world tour real quick. This is going to be the floor we build our smeltery on. I have some little maintenance areas here. I had to build floors underneath my farms because I was using this matic and I kept knocking the dirt out. And as I was knocking the dirt out, I would fall through the dirt into the void. I lost like 3 matics that way. So I built floors underneath the farms. But this is probably going to be our smeltery floor. I'm going to start with one regular smeltery that I manually run. Then from there, I'm going to build automatic smelteries. So, but that's still going to be a ways off. For the rest of the world tour, I'm going to kind of just have to show you. I have the floors built down there. You can kind of see it. I built the floors. I haven't actually built any floors yet, other than the bottom floor. But where that bottom floor is where we're going to build our farms. And we're going to stack them like a high rise coming up higher. So it should be pretty fun. But let's go figure out how to build this smeltery. I have not built one of these in a couple months. This last time I was able to play Sky Factory. So I think we're gonna have to get the book out. It's this one? Nope, wrong book. Let's see here, yeah. Okay, grout. Grout is what we need. There's another recipe other than this one that makes a bunch. I don't remember what it is though. Let's try to search. And for some reason Sky Factory 2, if I search any eye too fast, yeah, it crashes my game, so like this. Makes it a little bit hard to play Sky Factory, but I just have to find other ways to do things. So, okay, we're gonna ditch this. We'll find another way to reverse lookup in NAI. So I know it takes sand. Do here is go to sand and press U. And then we're gonna have to click here a little bit. There we go. Okay, here we go. So we need a block of clay, 4 blocks of sand, and 4 blocks of gravel. It shouldn't be too hard. Clay is going to be a little annoying to get because I don't have an automatic system for it yet, but we're going to need a lot of this. So let's grab a full stack of that. We'll stack them. I hate how it does that. Okay, so we have full stack of cobbles. That's not what we need. We need gravel. So 64 divided by 4. 16. So I'm going to need 16 clay to make a full stack here. Because I'm going to need buckets. This is a interesting part of Sky Factory because I don't have an ME system yet, so I have to remember where I put all my stuff instead of just going to an ME system. Should have an ME system the next couple of days out. So to get this, I gotta turn this dust into clay, which means I'm gonna need a bunch of buckets of water. Still getting used to this multi toolbar too. So many buttons, so many buttons. Here we go. So we're gonna need 16 clay here. Just find a better way to do this, guys. This ain't working for me. There we go. Oh, what up? This would be much quicker if I had an automatic system for this, but we'll just go with it for right now. Hey, let's see if the server's gonna respond. Give the server a second. Apparently the server doesn't want to work. There it goes. Okay, we're up to 14, so we're gonna need 2 more. Right on. Okay, let's see what we can do with this here. So the clay goes right there. Sand goes in kind of a Z shape. Nice, 2 stacks. Oh wow, that's not gonna make very much, is it? That's gonna get us 128. Ouch. Okay, we're gonna break this up in little bite-sized bits so it smelts faster. And instead of running around doing other things, we're just gonna wait for this to smelt. Because I did sift a little bit. So these resources right here, when I combine them, I don't want to melt them down right now because I want to get the smeltery, because I'll get twice the amount of materials from these. And as you can see, we have 1 gold, 17 iron, 1 tin, and 26 aluminum. That's about it. So I got a few things from loot bags, which is nice. But getting a basic, even if it's a really small smeltery, up and running is like super duper important. But while that's cooking up, let's go grab the book and start looking at what we need to make. Oh, there's the book. Okay, so this is a step. We did this step. Now we gotta go do the seared brick. We're doing that right now. So seared bricks. My floor is going to be a 3x3 because I don't want to make this thing huge. So I need a 3x3 floor. That's gonna be 9. Then I need the edge. I think I'll make it too high around the edges. It's gonna be a lot of bricks. Where's the rest of the recipes? That's okay. Oh, I know where I get the other book from. Nope, that ain't it. Ah, there it is. I need smelting. So this is what I need. Okay, this is definitely the book I was looking for. So yeah, we're gonna go with this design in the picture here, but we're gonna make the sides too high. Okay, so we got the grout, got the brick, got a seared brick. So we need a smelter controller, smeltery drain. I don't think you need the seared glass. You do need the tank though. I don't have any glass. Appears not. So we'll have to make some glass here in a little bit. So let's kind of take this one step at a time. Now, since we know we're going to need a whole bunch more clay, let's just go ahead and do the clay while we wait. I'll get ahead here a little bit. So this way, when we need more, since we have plenty of sand and gravel, with more seared bricks. So we'll get 16 clay here. That'll give us another 128 grout. Should be another 128 seared bricks. Hopefully that's enough to get this thing done. This is the basic parts. Okay, there we go. Another 16 grout. Save that for a little bit later. Hey, looks like we're almost done here in the furnaces. Nope. I think my patience actually might get the better of us here, guys. So let's see what we can get done with this. That's not bad, 20. So we're gonna need 9 for the inside. We're gonna need a lot more seared bricks. A lot more seared bricks. So I'm gonna go grab some more, 2 more stacks of gravel and sand. No, 1 more stack. And we're gonna get some more seared bricks going because it's kind of obvious we're gonna need a whole lot more. Guess I could have done the math beforehand, but sometimes the Sky Factory, when you decide to do the math beforehand, it gets a little depressing. Sometimes you just need a ton of stuff. Knuckle this down a little bite-sized chunks. And while that's cooking up, I'm gonna go ahead and get started downstairs. Gonna need a pickaxe. Wow, I don't have any cobblestone on me. Rookie move, man, rookie move. Hop arm works pretty good. Works pretty good. Alrighty, where do I want to build this down here? I'm guessing like right over here. Seems good enough. It's pitch black, but it's okay. Okay, so let's get a little bit light here because I can barely see. There we go. I can actually see what I'm doing now. So it needs to be 3 by 3 to start with. Okay. Oh, we're one short of completing the side. They built this a little bit too close to the edge here, so if I don't do this, I'm going to walk off into the void, 100% guaranteed. So then the actual controller and tanks and everything are going to, drains are going to be up here. So that's where we're going to use our next batch of sear brick for. Let's do the upper level. Need some sand, so we need glass. All my smelteries are going full time right now, but maybe I put glass somewhere else. I'm sure I made some glass sometime. Nope. No glass in these parts. So, let's go ahead and grab the book, figure out the next thing we're going to build here. So we need a sear tank, which is 9 bricks around and 1 glass in the center. And a controller, which I think is just square bricks. Yep. Controller is just square bricks. And a tank is the same thing, but with glass. So then the faucet is just 3. Gonna need a casting table. And a casting basin. There's a drain though. Okay, the drain. Okay, so the bare minimum stuff we're gonna need. So I'm building everything as I'm thinking about it. Okay, so we're gonna need a controller, which is just a square. The drain went like, yep. Gonna need 2 drains. And for each drain, we are gonna need a little faucet. So we're going to need a casting station, and then a casting basin. This goes with the drains and the faucets. So then we're going to need 1 glass. As soon as this gets done, I'll throw the sand in there to get some glass. That'll be our seared tank. I think that's all I need, guys. I'll need some more seared bricks, but think we're getting close. Wow. What I should do, I should start getting some lava. Ah, my inventory is so cluttered right now. It drives me bonkers. There, I think we're stuck with that. We're at 37. So this will be our glass for our seared tank. And fingers crossed we have enough bricks left to make the rest of the walls. Okay, so this is going to go surrounded by seared bricks for the tank. Nice, okay, I think we have the absolute bare minimum parts we need. Let's go ahead and build a few more seared bricks here. Oh yeah, we're going to be good. Totally gonna be good. I need some lava. And we're also gonna need something to test this with. And some iron. So let's grab some lava. I get nervous when I have a bucket of lava in my hands, because I am prone to accidentally clicking the bucket of lava and dumping lava all over myself. I'll make myself a little ladder here so I can get up and down. So the controller is going to go right here, and the tank goes, I like to put it right next to it. I don't know if you need to. Okay, so there's the tank. I think on this side we will put the 2 drains. So I'll have a drain there, a drain there. And we're going to use a faucet right here on the drains. And I'm going to put the casting basin underneath this one. So when I click it, stuff will drain into there. And this one, same thing when I click it. There we go. So you see what I'm doing there. Right now we just gotta finish up the walls. And then I think we can test it. Yeah, it's totally not gonna work for me. There we go. I wanna make sure nothing's lit up in there. I'll explain some other time why I light the middle of these things up. Mathematically, it's a smart thing to do. Oh, look at that, I had exactly enough lava. Okay, we're gonna have to refill this by hand, since we don't have an automatic system for it yet, but let's do. Okay, so we're gonna have 8 iron ore gravel. Here we go, guys. Test to see if the smeltery is working. Looks like it's working. About to get our first stuff from a smeltery. So much talking, mouth is dry. As he patiently waits, staring at the smeltery. Hoping that this, so we put 8 in there, so we should get 16. Oh. don't know how I'm gonna get this stuff out. Okay, so there's something I remember. You have to put something in there, then drain stuff around it, and you'll make a cast. I think you need gold to do this though, or brass, aluminum, or wait. Let's look in the book. The book has all the answers for us, so let's use this. Okay, I'm just reading. Somewhere it tells you where you can cast, what you use to cast. Okay, yeah, here we go. If you guys look on the right page here, it tells you. Blank casts are made by pouring aluminum, brass, or gold into an empty casting table. And part casts can be created by pouring metal around existing parts, like a pickaxe head. So I would need gold or brass aluminum to make an ingot cast like this. So unfortunately, and using that you can get 1 unit of iron out, in my case, per that. But since I don't have the ability to make one of those, I have 16 molten iron in here. I can get 9 out using this. This little bucket will get you 9 out. So I guess that's better than nothing. But I'm still going to have 7 stuck in there. I don't know how I'm going to get out. Thinking, guys. Oh, I got an idea. I have some gold ore. Yeah, look at this. Essence of gold. Okay, this is going to save us right here. So 5 gold ore. What we're going to do, we're going to go throw this in here. And this shouldn't mix with the iron ore. What it's going to do, it's going to pop up right above the iron ore. And then we can use this seared brick to make a ingot cast around that. We did get 9 ore out of it though. Block of iron. Look at that. And you can see, since I don't have lava coming in here automatically, just burning up the iron ore cooked about 500 off this. Oh, actually it's pretty far, so maybe quite a bit less. But that's slowly going down as it's used. And the gold's almost done. So I have 10 units of gold in there, and I'm going to put that at the bottom. So it's the first thing to drain out, and then I click. And there we go. We now have an ingot cast, which means I can now pull units out one by one. And so I'm going to use this to drain the smeltery, and then I think we'll call it the episode. Got something done today. I think tomorrow we'll work on an alloy smelter, so I can actually do some interesting stuff with all this ore that I'm going to get. Mainly make some Ender IO stuff, because I really like the cables in Ender IO. And let me know, guys, if you like the music or not. This is some old school Monster Cat, around 2011. So I have 1 ingot of iron left in here. Get that out. And see how much gold we have left in here. 7? Okay. So gotta do that. So we have 7 gold. Actually, we can just keep going until it stops. As long as there's nothing left in here, it'll obviously quit pouring out. Oh, last one. Awesome, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that short little video about smelteries. I learned a bunch there too. So this will help us out a bunch on our island. So, and I will see you guys tomorrow.